This was an amazing jury that I worked with. It was a very diverse jury. First of all, it was 5 women and 5 men, and from many different countries, and actually different backgrounds as well. So in addition to creatives from ad agencies, we had a number of VCs, and we had several people who were from companies in the technology space. So that made for very robust discussion. I think the nicest part of it is that the night of our first day of judging, we went out to dinner together. We had a 5-hour dinner, and we really got to know each other over a few bottles of rosé and good food and very, very good conversation. So I think that actually helped us as we got closer to giving awards, because there was a lot of respect and everybody participated. We didn't have any silent partners who kind of let a few loquacious people own the decisions. I really told people to think about innovation in a layered way. So there is pure technological innovation, and that's one of the reasons this category was created. There's also innovation using technology platforms in a very new way to create something transformative. And then once you go beyond that, there are things like ingenuity. You know, are you able to create something for a very small budget that has a huge impact? Or have you done something that is creatively extraordinary? Is this something that is hugely scalable and will therefore have a big impact? All of those things become secondary elements that can be brought to bear on whether something deserves a prize. It was unanimous. It certainly didn't start there. But I think at the end of the day, when we looked at the totality of what they had created, it was a very innovative concept to take metal that is being thrown away from confiscated guns, turn it into a wholly new product, Humanium Metal, that is pure enough that it can be used in place of steel. So it can be used for building projects as well as for consumer products. They created a supply chain in order to ensure they would have enough of this. They got agency and government support for what they were doing so that it could be used in place of steel, for example. And they created partnerships with a number of very strong companies in different categories who will now be using this metal in their products. And finally, to close this loop, the revenue that comes from Humanium will go back into the communities that are being most impacted by gun violence. So it was innovative at every stage and created a wonderful closed loop that we felt deserved to be honored. So there were definitely Latin countries that were shortlisted. And there were also multiple countries outside the U.S. that won awards. So what I would say is just look at the entries that did win and try to unpack those and to see what the elements are that got that from being a shortlisted project to being a winner. And all the things I talked about earlier